Pretty cool. Some pink-backed pelican here as well. Hippos can stay underwater for 5 to 8 minutes at a time, and they're actually pretty decent swimmers despite their size and stature, although they are notorious for just walking on the bottom of the riverbed just because they can. Nile crocodile are much bigger and more aggressive than the American alligator. It serves as a super highway for millions of migrating animals each and every year. This articulated giraffe to the right, the tallest animal in the world, can get up to about 20 feet, obviously referring to its beautiful coat. More than 1.5 million will migrate every single year. Goodbye, buddy.
Oh.
Thank you. Apparently the truck looks like a nice stare. Or not. Or it's just gonna stay. Come on, buddy. Okay. Please, will you get out of the room? Yeah, it's a good thing I do, because otherwise we could have been here for a while. Coming right for us. Oh, look, I'm gonna pose for you. Flamingo Island. These here are the greater flamingo, the lightest pink of the flamingo species. Flamingos turn pink because of what they eat. They eat brine shrimp and other crustaceans that are high in keratin. The keratin is what turns them pink. We also have the Ankole cattle over here to the right. Those horns can get up to 6 feet in length on each side, but they are hollow, so it does not bear a lot of weight on the animal's head. So they're now back up to a sustainable level. Okay, I've got some ostrich eggs to the right.
Simba, I see you at the junction.
Believe it or not. And everybody say hi to the ostrich coming by to say hi to us.
Fact is, they're not even related to the zebra. At all, it's a close relative of the giraffe. It's a very timid forest antelope, so timid in fact they are virtually unknown to the Western world until 1901. Quite like your list. Folks, there's black rhino on the left over there. Black rhino get up to 3,000 pounds when they're fully grown. You pull up a little bit so we get a better picture. Probably not the most advantageous pose for a picture. Unless, like my wife, you would put that picture on a refrigerator door as a deterrent. Make her go. I didn't want to spook him in there. Bongo. Beautiful reddish-brown hide. Notice how those horns are swept back from his head like that. That's so he can run through. Also on the island here, if you look up in the nest, you're going to see white-breasted cormorant. And these big flappers on your left over here preening themselves are pink-backed pelicans. These are females over here. These are the ladies. I mentioned they come out at night to graze. They don't fool around. They're going to eat about 100 to 150 pounds of grass every day. And that's a lot of salad, folks.
I don't think so.
Now, these pelicans are an interesting... But if you look down, you're going to see Nile crocodile. Nile crocodile are cold-blooded reptiles. Much more aggressive than American alligators. They get up to 20 feet in length, and they have over 1,200 foot-pounds of biting pressure in those jaws. They can literally... Over here, beautiful little shy of antelope. These are sable antelope, reddish-brown hides, long, sharp horns. And believe me, they use those horns to fight with. They're very aggressive. They like to establish their dominance. These are the emblem of our reserve. Now, the lighter... But they're actually fully grown. They only get up to about 50 pounds or so. But I'll guarantee if you've never seen gazelles run, they are brute. Let's head on down. At all, they just look like little gray fuzzballs. They don't develop their color until they've eaten enough of the shellfish. Greater flamingo, pretty birds.
Roger, that was, and I think we've already spotted a few. There's a couple of okapi over there on the right-hand side hanging out there. The dark brown animals with the striped legs and the white cheeks kind of look like zebra, but they're actually the only known relative of the giraffe family. But look up here on the left-hand side. This is actually a really great view of a bongo. Bongo are better known as the ghosts of the forest. They have the really long, slanted back horns, and it helps them navigate through the really thick, rough brush. This is the one walking towards us, as well as the two that are right next to the road. Are you guys the roadblocks? I think you are. And their spots look more like oak leaves rather than squares or diamonds. So that's how you tell them apart from the reticulated giraffe. Now, usually Maasai giraffes will eat trees just like the reticulated giraffes, although I don't want to come to a complete stop right next to them just in case they turn around, because sometimes they think the canopy is a snack above your head. Now, there's also reticulated giraffes out here, and I am going to pause up here because long necks, a little bit taller by a couple of feet than the Maasai giraffes, so they're pretty cool animals. Definitely big to be a female elephant, probably by 5,000 or 6,000 pounds. Now, and the older they get, the more colorful their faces and backsides will get, and they'll get up pretty big too, about 100. And this is so that we can try to better understand how elephants interact with each other and what they need to survive. Now, there are a couple elephants right there on the left, and we are going to drive down to this watering hole before this awesome view moves, because I spotted something really cute. Let's see if we can get a really good look. Where'd it go? Are you oh yeah, there's a little baby elephant right by the water. Now, that one's not going to quite eat 300 pounds, because it probably only weighs about 300 pounds, but a little less than that. They're so cute. Now, baby elephants, they're really tiny in comparison, but keep in mind that mother elephants carry their young for 22 months before they're born, and those babies weigh about 300 pounds at birth. That's a pretty big brain. Outside. There's no rhinos on the left. Okay, so we are going to park right next to it. No, you don't ever want to separate a rhino herd. That's a good rule here, so we'll give it a little bit of space. But that's a great big white rhino. And we can tell it's a white rhino, even though it's red and black, but white rhino because it has a wide, flat mouth. And that's actually where they get their name, is from the Afrikaans word weit, which means wide, not white, and it refers to their wide, flat mouths. Now, they were almost completely